Olaudah Equiano was a former African slave who wrote an autobiography to outline the cruelty of the slave trade. He was born in 1745 in Asaka, which is now Nigeria, and died on the 31st of March 1797 in London at the age of 52. When he was 11, he describes being captured whilst watching the family premises with his sister. They were captured, separated and sold by local slave traders. He was then shipped across the Atlantic enduring the Middle Passage, which was the route ships took when transporting African slaves from Africa to the Americas. He arrived in Virginia after stopping at Barbados. His first master was a Royal Navy officer called Michael Pascal. He was renamed Gustavus Vasa after the 16th century King of Sweden, Gustav Vasa. He spent 8 years travelling with Pascal. During the 7 Years' War with France, Pascal made Equiano his personal valet. Equiano was to assist the ship's crew during a battle. He gave eyewitness reports of multiple battles, including the Siege of Louisbourg in 1758, the Battle of Lagos in 1759, and the capture of Belle Isle in 1761. Pascal sent Equiano to his sister-in-law, who lived in Great Britain. During this time, he learned to read and write. Pascal then sold Equiano to Captain James Doran. James Doran transported him to the Caribbean. He was then sold in Montserrat to Robert King, who was the leading merchant there. Robert King made Equiano work in his stores, and promised him that he could purchase his freedom for £40. That was almost the average teacher's salary over 1 year. It is about £7,000 in today's money. Equiano made this in 3 years by taking part in trading, and bought his freedom in 1766. King taught Equiano to read and write more fluently, and also led him down the path of religion. Equiano had gone to England by 1768. He settled in London and became involved in the abolitionist movement in the 1780s. He was a leading figure in the Sons of Africa abolition group. He published his book, The Interesting Narrative of the Life of Olaudah Equiano, or Gustavus Vasa the African, in 1789. It was extremely popular. There were 9 English editions and a US printing. It was also translated into Dutch, Russian and German. Equiano married an Englishwoman, Susanna Cullen. They had 2 daughters together. Sadly, Equiano died in 1797, only 5 years after getting married.